Hello and welcome to Media Made, the show in which we, year by year, explore the movies, music, and TV that most invaded our lives. I'm your host, Rod. I'm joined by...
Other host.
What's your name?
Jess.
Yeah! And here we are, 1988. We're going to be talking about music today.
Why'd you ask my name? You don't know my name?
Oh, hello, it's nice to meet you.
No! Amnesia!
So if you're new to the show, here's the rundown. We, as a little bit of a couples exercise a few years back, decided to look at every music album released in a given year. So let's say 1988, this year. We looked at every single music album released that year and decided which one each of us had listened to the absolute most. And we listened to them together because we figured that would be fun to do.
Well, he says we, but he uses it in the, royal we sense.
I mean, it was kind of fun. I mean, it was interesting. You get to see the kind of media that made us. Get it? That's the name of the show.
That's the tagline.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that's the title. Do we have a tagline?
Invading your life. I don't know. So yeah, this show is basically just an examination of my album from 1988 and Jess's album from 1988 and decide, who did it better.
Yeah, that should be our tagline. Not who did it better, just Jessica wins.
No. Not this week. I'll tell you that.
Oh, okay, fair.
Yeah, so again, we have gone through a list of every music album from 1988. It was a magical year. The late 80s was quite a time.
Quite a time. It was the best of times. It was...
the worst of times. And we talked about it in 1987 music. The world was getting a little jaded. A little cynical. A little violent. Michael Jackson, just gone bad.
That's right. I might get a little violent because he said that I couldn't have snacks because you guys didn't want to hear me crunching on some chips.
No one wants to hear that in their ear. It's crunch, crunch, crunch.
You could edit it out.
Painstakingly. Yeah, no, that's too much work for me.
But now I'm hungry. Is a cookie gonna make a crunch?
Yes.
Dang it.
So yeah, then here we are, 1988, and
hey.
I guess we're just gonna jump right in and talk
both
about.
Feet.
Yep, we're gonna start with Jess's album of 1988.
Oh, we're gonna start with mine.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, released October 18th, 1988. One of the biggest R&B albums released that year. I have no other grandiose facts about it. It's Giving You the Best That I Got by Anita Baker.
Hey.
Ooh. Ooh.
A little loud.
Very, very 80s sound, right? Just right off the bat. That sounds like the 80s.
Yeah. These are on backwards.
So yeah, this is Anita Baker.
This is a Anita who bakes.
Yeah, she's gonna start singing here in a second.
When you ask me
Soulful.
how I feel,
Singing from that deep place in a
Emotional.
diaphragm.
Yeah. All right, so you gotta tell the story of why Anita Baker's album is your album of the year, because I love this story. Well, first we should preface and say you are not really one to have favorites from before you were born.
Yes. Or even in the years that I was born.
You didn't pick up albums. It was just more
honestly,
the albums that you listen to from the 1980s are just ones that you just happened to stumble upon or heard on the radio.
Also kind of the early 1990s.
That too.
You guys aren't going to see my music taste until the 2000s. Maybe even the mid 2000s. But Anita Baker is my winner, if you can call it that, of this year, specifically because a couple of years ago, when there was a big comeback of vinyl,
the hipstering.
I am unapologetically a hipster. I don't even care. Yes, I am. I love it. I got a record player, one of the portable ones that I'm not going to name because we're not being sponsored.
Comes a little briefcase.
And I got it, one, because, it was cool. It was a little bit of a craze, but mostly, I say this as my saving grace, because I wanted to spend some time with my mom doing things that she liked to do rather than watch Law and Order, because Law and Order... I love you, Mom. Mayma, you're my favorite. And so I went to a record shop, a used record store, a little bit away from us that has new records, but also has old ones that are $2 a pop, depending on what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got a whole slew of stuff that I was like, this seems like it's in my mom's wheelhouse. So I could take my portable record player over to her place and we could just chill and listen to some music together and talk about the good old days when she was young, single, and free and didn't have children tying her down.
So you literally just grabbed records off the shelf that said, "Hey, that looks like something my mom would like."
Yes.
I don't know what it is. I've never heard this, but this sounds like something my mom would like.
Exactly. And that is why Anita Baker, Giving You the Best That I Got, is my album of the year, because by default I have listened to every song on the album.
You had never heard of Anita Baker before buying that record?
Okay, so here's the thing, right? Like, I'm sure I've heard Anita Baker songs that were not on this album, but if I don't care about an artist, like, oh, that's a nice song, I don't learn who's singing it. Like, no offense, you guys, artists out there, you work really hard and it's wonderful and I love listening to you, but you gotta really impress me to learn your name.
But Anita.
I need a break.
Oh. Yeah, so I can say with absolute certainty I'd never heard an Anita Baker song before this whole project started. It is, but I gotta say, it has a very 80s sound, as you hear now, right? And it's very cozy.
Yeah,
right?
It's not a bad album.
Right, so when we went and re-listened to it in preparation for the show,
because
and
we couldn't remember a single melody.
Yeah. But the idea was, hey, we're gonna, I was like, hey, we're gonna make the most of it. I know what kind of music it is. I'm gonna sit down. I poured myself a glass of wine, and I'm drinking it out of a fancy glass. Right, I'm drinking it right now. Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm eating some fake chips.
No. And this is like the perfect, like, either how did you describe it? It's like, this is the type of music you listen to
in a waiting room, or just like, it's just background music. It's just like, I'm sitting at home doing, I called it, no, it's not cleaning day music.
No,
it's not.
No.
It's definitely not like,
it's lazy day music.
It's lazy day. It's like, you're not doing anything. You don't even really want to start singing a lot. So you just put something on, so chill. These are positives.
You had said that this is the type of music that your mom and aunts would put on
at
the end of a party,
fair.
like right out, like as the party is winding down, right? The family party is winding down. They've all poured themselves some wine coolers or whatever it was.
Wine coolers?
I don't know.
Have you been to one of my family events?
They're having some wine and they're enjoying each other's companies, but this needs some background music.
Yeah. This is I said 2 bottles deep music. This is 2 bottles deep music where you're just like, yeah, that's that. You're right.
Yeah. So it's either that, or I would say this is like early in the morning. You've just poured yourself a cup of coffee and you're either like reading, the newspaper or a magazine or something, right?
Sure.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Cozy's the best word to describe.
Yeah. I don't think like it's a wake up. I think it's a wind down.
It could be a little, yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. If that's what you think of it, if that's how you vibe it, that's like, I could not imagine like waking up and this is coffee music.
It's jazzy. It's just very like, it's chill.
Jazzy is alcohol in my brain.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, oh yeah, that vibe is get me some alcohol.
Fair enough. Okay.
Which is why you have alcohol. I'm drinking coffee right now, though. Tea, milk tea.
There you go. All right, so I'm gonna dig a little bit into the Anita Baker's history.
All right.
Like it's interesting.
Digging up.
Yeah, it's not quite as like, it's not a it's not a roller coaster like Guns N' Roses, for example. But it's interesting. Okay. So Anita
Lay it
Baker.
on me, Daddy-o.
Anita Baker, born January 26, 1958, began singing R&B in Detroit city nightclubs at the age of 16.
Detroit.
After a successful audition, she joined a soul group called Chapter 8 in 1975 as the lead singer.
Oh, cool.
Never heard of Chapter 8?
Me neither, but that's a pretty fly name.
Yeah. Chapter 8 released one EP in 1979 before being dropped by their record label, Areola Records.
Rude, Areola.
Yeah. Well, no, okay, so it was actually, Areola Records was bought out by Arista Records, in that year. And Arista Records dropped Chapter 8 because Baker, quote, did not have the potential to be a star in their eyes.
I love you, Anita. Don't let anyone step on your dreams.
So Anita was like, well, that sucks.
That's real upsetting.
Discouraged, she worked odd jobs until 1982 when she was approached by a former Ariola associate to start a solo career at the newly formed Beverly Glen music label.
Okay.
Yeah, so like a good friend of hers from the music industry is like, come on back.
Can I just say how that's so upsetting?
It
Like
sucks.
not just like, hey, I made it and I'm in a band and we put out an EP and my new boss will say I don't have what it takes to be a star.
Yep.
I'm just a background singer, a lounge singer. I guess I'll go do that.
Well, I mean,
And
she quit music altogether for those years. Like she was like, I'm gonna work as a waitress and
That's so sucky.
whatever it is. Yep.
Don't give up on your dreams, kids.
Yeah,
or
don't.
and unless your dreams is to like develop equipment to make ducks talk, in which case don't.
Affleck.
Birds are terrifying. We don't need to know what's on
we
their
just
mind.
watched Roger Rabbit from movies of 1988. We know what ducks sound like when they talk.
They all have speech impediments.
Wisecrackers. So Anita released her debut album, The Songstress. It was a modest success. And so she recorded a follow-up, Rapture, in 1986. So that was her breakout, her breakthrough album.
Nice.
Rapture sold over 8 million copies worldwide and earned 2 Grammy Awards.
Oh, good
Yep.
job, Anita.
And after 2 years of touring, Baker returned to the studio to record her follow-up. So this is kind of like her bad. Her Michael Jackson's Bad. This is her sophomore, not her sophomore album, but like her follow-up to the big album. Mm-hmm. You know, so that's just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
As to be going like comparing it to Michael Jackson's Bad, it's like Anita Baker soft to Michael Jackson's Bad.
Anita Baker worse. That's a Weird Al joke. His parody album for Bad is even worse. Love Weird Al. Yeah, that's it. Like not a whole lot of drama. Arista Records, they can go to hell.
They were very rude to our girl.
Yeah.
No matter what I said at the beginning of this episode, don't be rude.
But yeah, I guess we could just jump into the album.
I'm about to be rude.
Yeah, so what we do is we're not going to listen to the whole album together here on the show. We've picked 4 songs, a nice little sampling of everything that the album has to offer, and we're just going to talk about it.
Yeah.
We opened with it a little bit, but we're going to talk about this one more in depth. The opening track to the album is called Priceless. Let's hear that opening riff again. It's the strongest opening in the whole album.
Yeah.
So before we jump into the lyrics or anything like that, I need to talk about the genre of music that Anita Baker operates in. Okay? I have never heard of this before, but her genre of R&B is called Quiet Storm. You ever heard that before?
Yes.
You want to give an explanation on Quiet Storm based on yours?
No, I want to see what you have.
Okay, I looked it up on Wikipedia. I did a little bit of research here. Okay, named after Smokey Robinson's 1975 album of the same name, Quiet Storm is characterized by songs that, quote, devoid of any significant political commentary that maintained a strict aesthetic and narrative distance from issues relating to black urban life. It's just like black music without the black.
How do I correct that?
I don't know.
I was like, yeah.
It's like inoffensive black music.
Yeah, it's music by black people without referencing black life. That's it.
It's just inoffensive. I think
Yes,
it's the best way to put it. It's just
inoffensive.
like not challenging. It's just like this is like come up music or come down whatever. It's just like emotion that'll put you in a mood but not challenge you at all.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I would. That's like my my definition of it, because you would have like sections on like radio shows where it's like deep voice DJ, and now welcome back. We're gonna play some like I have vivid memories of that mess. Yes. So I think I think Quiet Storm kind of exemplifies is not the word I want to use, but like what it's supposed to be is supposed to be like music that has a mood that puts you in like not a deep space, but like a quiet place, obviously, where you're just like, and you're grooving, but it's not like necessarily, so it's like almost like a palate cleanser.
I can hear that.
Yeah, so that like where it's just kind of, there's a lot going on. Let me just de-escalate.
Right. And then I did, there's another quality of Quiet Storm that I identified here. Music journalist Jason Wright wrote, quote, sensuous and pensive, Quiet Storm is seductive R&B, marked by jazz flourishes, smooth groove, and tasteful lyrics about intimate subjects. So, all of that put together, I would say that Quiet Storm is sexy music.
Yeah.
Like, that's... You look at the song titles from this album, there's a very common theme. You've got things like Lead Me Into Love, Good Love, You Belong to Me, Giving You the Best That I Got. She has a song called Good Love. Her previous album had a song called Sweet Love. It's just a lot of love.
Just a lot of love. Agape love.
Yeah. So there you go. That's Quiet Storm for you.
All right.
Lyrically, you have any insights about Priceless?
I wrote down a couple of things. Literally 2 things.
Okay.
I think, okay, so if you've been on previous episodes of our music episodes, you know that I like this particular episode is going to have a lot more, well, let's see. I wrote down a lot of different things about the lyrics. Let's see if I actually talk about them for all of them. But some like really, okay, so Priceless opens up with a line that says, when you ask me how I feel about you, I try to find the words to best describe you. And I just, in my defense, I was tired when I was going back through these the last time, and I just wrote couples exercise, go. Okay? Hey, I'm asking you, Rodney. How do you, when I'm asking you how, what? Hold on. When you ask me how I feel about you, I try to find the words to best describe you. How do you feel about me? Choose the words to describe me. Go.
You've got hair.
Oh. Oh dear.
Your hair reminds me of that one safe place where I can go and hide. That's the Guns N' Roses lyric.
Get out. Leave this place. Hi, kids.
You've
I
got
will be
eyes-
doing this by myself for the rest of this time.
You've got eyes of the blued skies.
My eyes are not blue, and we are going to have some fights. Who has blue eyes? I know, it's just from last week.
I'm a sweet child of mine.
Sweet.
Well, the thing I like about this song is I would have said that this is if I was teaching like children about similes and metaphors in like a class, right? If I was like a 5th grade teacher or something, I would use this song because there's so many similes in it. It's like, you are like a precious jewel, so valuable, baby. Think it shines so bright, lighting up my life with pure delight. You are so priceless to me. You're like the first rainbow in spring.
Rainbow.
And let me go back to the chorus here so we can listen to a bit of that.
We're deeping. We're deeping. We're bopping to it.
We are bopping.
We're immediately, like, you can't not. I mean, if you're sitting there and you're not doing it, challenge. But, like, as soon as this came on, I'm like, just moving.
She was like, you're the first rainbow in spring. I'm like, yeah, okay.
I think the song is really interesting. There's, like, a lyric at the end of the first chorus, I think, that says, I vision you and me in love together, getting closer as we share each day together. And that line, I was like, wait, envision? Are you guys not together? I think this whole song is just like, you're priceless. We're not together, but I stare at you a lot, and I like you, and I think we can be together.
She's painting the picture of the perfect man.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I mean, so there's like...
No, because she's like addressing someone.
Yeah. I was going to say, there's an old romantic trope, right? Like, I'm talking like Middle Ages romance, right? Like, it's about the deferred love, right? Mm-hmm. Where expression of love is less about being intimate physically and more about you, like, being apart from somebody and, like, fantasizing about being with them. Projecting all of your feelings onto this person that's farther away. That's more important. That's even more important than the physical intimacy.
There is a Taylor Swift song that is just that.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a song where the whole thing is her, she wrote it imagining, like, there was I guess there was, like, a star or whatever, that like she was young and she was just like, I wonder what it'd be like to be with him, and she wrote a whole song.
Yep.
Because she's talented like that. I'm like, yeah, use your imagination. If I could write it.
Isn't Hey There Delilah also like that?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. Either way, they're carrying the old school romance.
Yeah.
It's
a form of art. Yeah. It's an art form.
Anita Baker passing the baton off.
Yeah. So, which I just, yeah. So I just find that like fun, like a fun little thing, because it's about some saying something is priceless, but like not having it, or not even being in a place to grasp it, which I think it's romantic and it's nice. The song itself is whatever.
It's fine. Yeah.
It's fine.
You want to move on?
Sure.
All right. So we're gonna move on to the title track, the third song on the album. It's called "Giving You the Best That I Got." Let's listen to a little bit of that. It's nice. Twinkly.
Yeah.
Ain't there something I can give you in exchange for everything you give?
Crooning.
She is crooning. She's got quite that like.
And I'm okay with it, but there's just a lot of crooning in this album.
Yeah. I was looking up some facts about the writing of the song, apparently. So it was written by songwriter Skip Scarborough.
Yes.
Do you know who that is?
No, I just had something to say about this.
What do you got?
Oh, no. It's lyrically, so give me your history.
Yeah, he had offered this song to various singers without success. So it was like Anita was like the last of a long line of people he tried to write this song for.
Yeah. And she took it. I mean, like, that's nice. Like, yo, keep, just like Anita, right? Keep hustling. You got a song you want out there?
And, going back to the beginning of the part right before she starts crooning. This part. This part, ooh, right? Anita added that, apparently.
Oh.
It was her idea to do the scats at the beginning and at the end.
Huh.
Yeah. So, yeah, lyrically.
Yeah, so lyrically, I was like looking at this a lot more, like breaking it down a little bit more like poetry. Well, I did that more with your album, but just some things that I was just like, I like the song lyrically more than I like it musically.
Sure.
Because it says some stuff where I'm like, oh, that's nice, right? Like right at the beginning of the first verse, it says, "When I think my peace of mind is out of reach, the scales are sometimes unbalanced, and you bear the weight of all that has to be. I hope you see that you can lean on me, and together we can calm a stormy sea," which I just like a good just about partnership in a relationship. Mm-hmm. And I just really appreciated that, because I think a lot of these, especially coming off of Priceless, which is like the imaginary, like, oh, you're so perfect and you're so beautiful and you shine like a diamond, and this being like, yo, sometimes my self-confidence and my self-worth are not where they need to be, and you're there to help me balance the scales. I hope you know that I'm there for you as well. And I just thought it was like a really important line. It said, like, the song says more than the last one.
It's about partnership.
Yeah, it's about partnership, which is why, and also there's another part. Everybody's got opinions, about the way they think our story is going to end. Some folks feel it's just a superficial thrill. And at first, because we had talked about, the space in which Anita put this album out. She got married this year.
You took it from So I wrote one stanza down to my notes, right? It says, we love so strong and so unselfishly, and I made a vow, so I tell you now, I'm giving you the best that I got, baby. I bet everything on my wedding ring, I'm giving you the best that I got. And I was like, wedding ring? Well, that's interesting. So I looked up. Anita Baker got married in December of 1988. Christmas Eve 1988. So she wrote this album while being fianced.
She was affianced.
Yeah. So she, this is basically her engagement album.
Yeah. And so that's what I was thinking, because I was just like, okay. And her marriage lasted a while. It ended in 2005 or something like that.
So she married Walter Bridgeford Jr. 1988. The couple separated in 2005. Finalized their divorce 2 years later. So she gave the best that she got for a time.
So that's why the line really stood out to me, and that's why I also was like, did she write this or did someone else write this? Because, like, no. Like, right, because they did. She did.
The notes say that she did change a few things from the original. So maybe she added that. I don't know.
Okay. Well, great. Because I was just thinking about how... just like these notes, right? Like people think that this is superficial. She also says they don't bother me, so I'm gonna keep on giving you the best that I got, and things like that. I was just kind of like, oh yeah, I really like those annotations of like it makes it more personal and just kind of like people look at a relationship and feel like it's not gonna last or it's not real. They have their opinions, but they're
right.
That I wrote that. I was like, well, technically you're right, but you had like a 20+ year marriage, so I can't math.
No, less than 20 years.
Well, less than 20. You had an almost 20-year marriage.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you did it, and it wasn't superficial because I don't think a 20-year marriage is superficial. Like.
Right.
Okay. So, and just this kind of idea that like, hey, it's about you and me, right? Like going back on the like, this is a marriage is about, or our relationship is about partnership and about balancing each other out, and then saying like, and everybody else is going to have their reasons as to like why I shouldn't or why I can't. Like there's no, we're going to address that album in a couple of years, but just this kind of thing where you're making the decision inside your unit. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, that's why I was breaking it down. I think these lines, this is why I prefer the song lyrically, because it says more. And even one of the lines is, and I feel as if my home is in your arms. Fears are all gone. Like, I like the sound of your song. And just, like, it's so it almost sounds like that part, because I don't know if her husband was a singer, was something that, like, he added. You know, like, when she asked, like, hey, what do you feel about me? Which was at the beginning of Priceless.
Yeah.
Hey, babe, do my arms feel like home?
Yes.
Are your fears all gone?
Yeah.
I like the sound of your song. I legit thought you were gonna go, what's going on? Hey!
Hey! What's going on?
Okay, so I was talking about partnership and how all the lines, it felt like personal, how this almost sounds like she added.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, it's like either Scarborough came to her with this song and she saw all these references to getting married and she was like, you know, in the anticipation of marriage, so she decides, yeah, that's the perfect song for me. Or she took this sappy love song and actually inserted more of her own feelings about getting married into it. So
that's fair. She made it the title.
Yeah.
So
it worked for her.
Yeah.
And it worked for her even past 1988. This song was Baker's highest charting hit on the Billboard 100. It peaked at number 3 in 1988. So that's not just the R&B charts. That's like all all the songs.
Golf clap.
Yep. It spent 2 weeks at number 1 on the Billboard R&B chart in November 88, and spent 1 week atop the Billboard Adult Contemporary charts in December 88, just in time for her wedding.
Nice.
Here's an interesting factoid that I found. Michael Jordan would often sing the song to his opponents as a way of trash talking. Just imagine him like dribbling past like who is he? Who would have been his contemporary?
Magic?
Maybe Magic Johnson or Charles Barkley. You know, he's like dunking on Charles Barkley. I'm giving you the best that I got.
Oh gosh, that's so beautiful. I need somebody to make a freaking animatic so that I just need somebody.
I should have looked it up to see if you can actually hear him do that.
Oh gosh,
that's hilarious.
So beautiful.
Yeah,
oh.
MJ, we love you.
You're the true bad.
True bad. Next song.
Yeah.
All right, so the next song we're going to look at is called Just Because. We're going to look at this one shortly. I
have more to say about this than I do the other one, but
really?
We'll see how long it goes.
Okay, well, I want to talk about this one because I think musically it's one of the stronger songs on the album. One, it sounds so 80s. This song is so 80s.
You're so cute.
Right? I don't know. So...
I don't know. Apparently I don't listen to 80s music.
Like okay, so there's a lot of things that I could say this song is fitting for. But I was like, you listen to this.
More crooning?
I said, this sounds like something you would hear at a school dance, like a slow dance.
Oh.
You would hear it this would be a song that they would play on a sitcom clip show, right? Like Cosby Show, like, you know, maybe the third episode from the season finale at their, you know, and they want to do like a clip show. So they find a bunch of clips of like, what's Bill Cosby's character?
Heath
And his wife, and it's just like clips of them being romantic together or something, and it's just like all of these, clips smashed together to this song.
I mean, yeah,
Or with the wedding theme, this sounds like a wedding reception song.
Yeah, 100%.
First dance,
100%.
like all of the couples come up on the dance floor. That's totally what this is.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure we just used for a number of those.
Yep, and I found evidence to say this is a favorite of wedding receptions. So it was like, yeah.
Dang it, let's go back to our wedding and do this.
No. What do you got to say on this?
Again, lyrically, of the songs that we were talking about for Anita Baker. And
Anita Baker?
For Anita Baker, this is my favorite. Because
this is the one I had to convince you to talk about.
That's true, because I didn't want to talk about it anymore. But it's because it's so ridiculous. But like, I don't know, just because I was tired when I was tired when I was doing this, but I was just like, this is so I highlighted a word, and it's in the end of the first stanza. Verse.
Oh yeah, we're not poetry.
And it says, "This must be sweet, fatal attraction." And I was like, I'm one of those people that, like, I know a lot of words, and I know a lot by, like, context clues and stuff like that, but occasionally I'll be like, do I really know what that means? So I Googled it.
Fatal attraction?
Yes. Definition. In interpersonal relationships, a fatal attraction is when the very qualities that draw one to someone eventually contribute to the relationship breakup. So reading that, along with all of these things, was so much fun.
It's a self-destructive song.
Oh my gosh. Yes, it is. There's a lot of lines that I was like, oh, I kind of want to talk about that, but because I brought this up, I'm just going to talk about the last part.
Okay.
Which is the chorus for more or less. The chorus is, I'm just going to repeat it right now.
Go for it.
Which is, all I know is when I'm in your arms, it feels all right. I'll hold you tight and I come alive. I love you just because. I love you just because I do, my darling. Emotions more than words can help me say I love you, baby, just because you're you. All right, so wonderful, cute, whatever. But because we mentioned fatal attraction, I was just like, all right, but that means that's not gonna, like, that's the worst. Like, we say fatal attraction, and it's just like, I'm drawn to you just because, which means I'm gonna be no longer attracted to you just because. So I rewrote the chorus to, like, all right, like, this is the breakup version, which is, all I know is when I'm in your arms, it feels all wrong. I'll hold you and my heart won't beat. I don't love you just because. I don't love you just because. Emotions more than words can help me say, I don't love you, Jerry, just because you're you.
I was gonna say the two verses there where it was like, I don't love you, right? Mm-hmm. It should have said, I don't love you, and the next one, I did love you.
Oh, yes. I'm gonna rewrite this whole song. I'm just gonna call it Fatal Attraction, or I might just call it, never mind.
Just Slay.
Kunyoung. But, I just really enjoyed the song because of that. I just really enjoyed, because, like, the whole song is just, I just love you. Like, I don't have a reason. I just love you. But to put in the line about fatal attraction is just like, ooh, but that's going to go bad in 2005.
I was going to say, a relationship tip, kids. You should have reasons on why you're with somebody.
Yeah.
You should be able to come up with them.
Yeah. I mean,
not just say just because feelings are fleeting.
100%, kids.
Yeah.
I love my husband. You're the best.
Oh, thank you.
But there's some times where I get on his nerves.
True.
And he gets on mine. And if it was just because, and not a lot of other stuff,
She'd be out the door.
I'd be out the door. He just said my hair is his happy place. My hair's very short right now, and I'm unhappy with my hair.
So some accolades for this song. It peaked at number 1 on the Hot Black Singles charts. Hot Black Singles in your area. and also made the top 40, peaking at number 14.
Nice.
Yeah, so I think it was also on like Jet magazine's like number 1 songs or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I'd never heard of Jet magazine before.
Until you did this. You did at one point, like, have you ever heard of Jet magazine? Yes.
I don't know.
That's fine.
I'm a white guy. Jet magazine is just not, never came across it.
Yep.
Did you ever read Jet magazine?
I don't read magazines. I read books.
Fair enough.
Just another couple lines that like stood out here.
Uh-huh.
You can cut this if you want to or rearrange it. Just there's a line that says, "And the commitment that we share is a welcome sacrifice." What does that mean? And that comes right before "This must be sweet fatal attraction."
Oh gosh.
So, and the commitment that we share is a welcome sacrifice. This must be sweet fatal attraction.
That's another tenet of the like classical romance, right? It's all about self-destruction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the act of love is an act of self-destruction because they use like fatalistic terminology.
You're
right?
you're no longer a bachelor. The bachelor is dead. You're no longer.
It's a sacrifice.
Yeah. I mean, in here, the only thing I'm just
love
like,
is pain.
Yeah. I just like the commitment we share is a sacrifice. Well, it was like, is the sacrifice is commitment, meaning you can't like date around because you're committed, and that's the sacrifice. I'm stuck with the one. Like, I don't know. I'm just like lines like that. I'm like, I don't like it. And even like, I know we already addressed it, but emotions more than words can help me say. But that's the problem, boyo.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
How do you emote? What am I trying to say to you with this emotion right now?
A lot of rock eyebrow raising. Are you trying to tell me you're gonna lay the smack down?
See, this doesn't make sense. You need words.
Yeah.
Face emoting is not helpful. This is why this Hey, Anita. I hope you're doing great. I forgot this was a real person for a second. Ugh.
No, Anita's living her
Be
best
kind,
life.
kids. Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on.
To our final song off of this
Final
album.
song. It's called Rules.
I have very little to say about this.
So the reason one, as we listened to the album, like, we were both kind of, like, intrigued by the lyrics of this song, right? I felt, and I think you agree, there was a secret to decipher when listening to this song. Because she had more to say with this song than she did all the other songs. All the other songs were basically like, I'm in love. Aren't you in love? We're in love. Right? This is what love is like. This song is something else. What do you got?
No. I was laughing because you're cute. And just like, I'm in love. Aren't you in love? It just felt very like, very attacky. Like, you're right. That is what it is. Yeah, this song was confusing, right? When listening through it, it was just kind of, for me, it's like, again, it's the first song on the album, right?
No, it's the fifth. It's the first song on the second half.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it's like, it's definitely got the most upbeat.
Yeah, that's true. You listen to that a little bit. Got a little bit of brass in there.
Yeah, and that's good. Like, it was like a mood changer.
Yeah.
It was a good way to start the second half.
Yeah.
Like, when you have to legitimately flip the album, you're starting anew.
Right.
And because we definitely listened to this on the vinyl. Like, why would we download? We have the vinyl.
And it helped set the mood, by the way. Like, drinking a glass of wine, just in the,
the little scratch of the table turning.
Yeah, it had a tactile element to it. It's nice.
Yeah. But it's like, when listening to it, it just kind of like went over my head, but looking at the lyrics, it's just so confusing. It's just like, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Because at first it was just like, no, what are you trying to say? I don't know. That was the last thing. I just highlighted two things in here. One thing in the very last line, I just put, what are you telling me? What is the meaning of this song? For real, though.
What is the last line? Doesn't she say, like, you get what I'm saying?
You better hear what I'm telling you, is what it says. And I'm like, I don't, what? No, I listened to it twice.
I hear it, but I don't understand.
What are you telling me? What are you telling me?
I really have no notes for this, because I really think
Same.
she's, like, trying to describe the rules of love, right? It's like...
But they're kind of contradictory, or not really rules.
Maybe that's the point. It's like, hey, there are rules in a relationship that people... It's like these unsaid rules, but we can't articulate them.
Yeah, maybe this isn't about, maybe because I'm like looking at some of the lyrics right now, the whole album is very lovey-dovey and love positive. Maybe this is supposed to be like a breakup, right? Like, the nights you left me are empty.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought this was about a man that she, like, he had overstepped his bounds, or he, like, betrayed the trust of the relationship, right? He broke the rules.
This is the fatal attraction. This is the fatal part.
This is the man that he was no good for her. She finally realized it.
I see it now. That makes more sense. Like, otherwise, because from the start, the nights you left me are empty, baby. As for the answer, they changed the past. I tried to let you explain your change of heart. How could you change your mind? Rules were made to be broken. So many hearts break the same way too. Aw, honey.
Aw, honey.
Oh, honey. I said you ain't no exception to the rule. How could they say it would be better this way without you? Yeah. It gets confusing. It
Right.
gets confusing. The only other note that I have, which is just not a friendly note, is the very first line. I was real tired by this time, guys. The very first line is, love was meant to be loving.
You're not wrong.
And I put a note, time was meant to be timing. Food was meant to be fooding. Joe was meant to be joeing. Like, what is this line?
Reminds me of that dumb song that came out a few years ago.
Exactly.
I drink till I'm drunk. I smoke till I smoked.
I sleep till I'm
Tired.
awake.
I sleep till I'm rested.
Yeah, like, that's legit. That's what I thought about it. Like, it had the same energy. It's
Food
like,
is
why?
meant to be feeling. All right, so that's Anita Baker's. I'm giving you the best that I got.
She gave us the best that she got.
Let me talk about some of the reviews of this album got and how well it did. So,
Okay.
Giving You the Best That I Got was Baker's first and only #1 pop album in the U.S.
Oh.
It was her second #1 R&B album, and it was certified 3 times platinum in 1989. So it sold a lot. It was a good seller. That's very, very, very good.
Yeah, proud of you, Anita.
AllMusic said that it's, quote, not on par with Baker's previous albums, but it is better than most of the R&B albums released in 1988. So I can't speak for that. I don't listen to a lot of R&B.
No, you don't. You just listen to hard rock and gangster rap.
Yeah. It's not as good as the hard rock and gangster rap. Some of the best of that year. The Village Voice said, quote, where 5 years ago Baker was a soul singer who honored the traditional soul audience's lounge leanings, now she's an arena lounge singer manufacturing generalized intimacy for 26 to 45-year-olds.
Okay.
I was like, I mean, hey, I gotta throw in a negative review. Like, I think he saw this as a pretty pedestrian, by the numbers R&B record, and I can understand that being a criticism of the album.
Yeah. Because I was just like, it is still very loungy.
But it's like superficial. You can read it that way if you wanted to.
I have. Love is meant to be loving. You are priceless, like diamonds are priceless. Diamonds have a price.
Right. So in 1989, Giving You the Best That I Got, the song won Grammys for Best R&B Vocal Performance, Best Rhythm and Blues Song, which is like just R&B, right?
Yeah.
And was nominated for Record of the Year and Song of the Year.
Nice.
And because I don't know how the Grammys work, Baker received the Best R&B Vocal Performance again in 1990 for the album itself. So she won the same award 2 years in a row, one for the song, one for the album.
Oh. Maybe they have a retrospective? I don't know. We don't watch award shows.
Either way, the Grammys are weird. We talked about it when Whitney didn't win Best Debut or whatever.
Music is weird.
Yeah. And as far as the legacy is concerned for Anita Baker, since 1988, Anita Baker has continued to release successful R&B records. Her next 3 albums landed on the top 10 of the Billboard charts. She was nominated for 10 more Grammys, winning 2.
Nice.
And she received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1994.
Oh. Let's go take a picture with it.
Maybe.
No.
When we can leave and go outside. She launched a farewell tour in 1918.
1918?
My bad. She launched a farewell tour in 2018, and with her last concert held December 20th, 2019, she is presumed officially retired.
Oh, nice.
If you want to,
just in time for the Rona.
If you want to keep up with Anita Baker these days, you can just follow her on Twitter.
Yeah,
she's everyone's favorite, liberal grandma on Twitter.
Is she grandma age? Yeah, she is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, but she's just like a sweet old lady on Twitter, so she seems like very nice follow. You want some positivity in your life.
Hey, Anita.
All right, that's all you got. Would you recommend Anita Baker's?
That's all I got. Is that the best?
I gave you the best that I got. Would you recommend it?
Yes, to my mother. Kids, you can listen to it. It's good. If this is your groove, yeah.
If you feel yourself saying, "Hey, I want some chill out music," and I'm sick of like lo-fi remixes on YouTube,
fair,
and I want something a little bit more old school, give Anita a try.
Yeah.
Put it on in the background while you're working or you're studying, whatever it is.
That's a good pitch, honey.
Yeah. Or hey, you know, I want to pour myself a glass of wine and just feel like
because I'm legal.
I want to feel like an uppity, you know, or not uppity. You know what I mean? I want to feel like a fancy person.
Yes,
a fancy lady.
I want to feel like the bourgeoisie.
Yeah, give it a shot. And with that, we're gonna close out with the title track from the album, "Giving You the Best That I Got." We'll see you on the other side with my album of 1988.
I'm gonna keep on giving you the best that I've got, baby. They don't bother me. Said I'm gonna keep on giving you the best that I got. Listen, baby, somebody understands me. Somebody give his hand to me.
After these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah.
With all my heart,
It's bound to happen.
baby, stay
Once in a while, we'll lose a viewer
we'll see.
or two, even though our audience loves to watch their music. Hit music, they have other things to attend to. VH1, the other music television. We've got exactly what you're looking for, even if you're not watching.
Can I play with madness?
Hey, we're back. Coming in with the pounding riffs.
We're pounding.
That was very quiet.
Yeah, let's maybe not whisper those things.
Yeah, we're coming in with my album of 1980. That is the song "Can I Play with Madness" by Iron Maiden's 1988 album, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Released April 11th, 1988. An ambitious concept album and the last album of their classic period, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son by Iron Maiden. Yes.
Yes.
Alright, so this is our second Iron Maiden. Is this our first time revisiting a band or artist since we started in 1985?
Maybe. I would have to look it up because, let's be honest, we talk about a lot of this stuff. All of them run together for me.
No, I'm pretty sure this is...
I think it might
This
be.
is our first return. We talked about Iron Maiden in 1986 with my album of 1986, which was...
Somewhere in Time.
Somewhere in Time. This is their follow-up to that album. So I'm not going to do a huge breakdown of the history of Iron Maiden because you got that in our 1986 music episode. If you want to hear that, head on back. Go listen to it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
A lot more history in that one
Yes.
than we'll be revisiting now.
Exactly. So let me just quick rundown. I'll quiz Jess on what she remembers. Iron Maiden.
No.
So Iron Maiden, British heavy metal band, had a string of successful and influential metal albums in the 1980s, including Number of the Beast in 1982 and Power Slave in 1984. In 1986, they released Somewhere in Time, which experimented with synthesized guitar sounds. Do you remember that?
Yes.
How would you describe the state of heavy metal at the time?
Wimpy and sell-outy and hair metal-y.
To some people, that you would be correct.
Yeah.
So we talked about in 1986. It was funny. I was looking at different bands, like famous heavy metal bands from the 80s, right? You know, like late 70s, early 80s. Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, and Ozzy Osbourne all had albums released in 1986 that utilized synthesized sounds.
Right.
They all experimented with synthesizers all at the same time, right? Now, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I like synths. I think they sound cool, and when used correctly, they sound great. I feel like, you listen to this song, and they're using synthesized guitar. It sounds different than your kind of more stripped down heavy metal, but I think it's still good. Some people might disagree. I think the metal purists were like, you don't have synthesizers in your metal. Doesn't belong there, right?
Metal isn't synthesized.
So the main point is, like, these things aren't a bad thing. It just created a void for other metal bands to fill. It's like there's still a market for more stripped down, traditional heavy metal, kind of that rock, like heavy, violent, balls to the wall type sound.
Yeah.
And that's when you get your thrash metal, like Megadeth, we talked about in 1985, right? Metallica.
Right.
And then you have Guns N' Roses coming in and bringing the sleaze back to metal and hard rock.
Yeah.
So that's where we are. Iron Maiden, on the other hand, they wanted to. They were on the same trajectory. They wanted to continue to utilize synthesized instruments, and that's where we are.
Like, we're gonna do what we like.
Iron Maiden returned to the studio in 1987. Steve Harris, bassist and chief songwriter, said, quote, "It was our 7th album, and I didn't have a title for it or any ideas at all." So he's like, I don't know. And that's when Harris read Orson Scott Card's new novel, and it had just released. It was called Seventh Son. Orson Scott Card was the guy behind Ender's Game.
Yeah.
And he felt that the legend of the seventh son of a seventh son, which is like the idea that if you are a seventh son, you have magical powers.
Yep.
And if you are the seventh son of a seventh son, you have even more magical powers. He felt that was a fitting, like, idea for the band's 7th album.
Yeah.
It's their 7th album, seventh son. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Singer Bruce Dickinson played a larger role in the writing of this album, which he appreciated given that all his ideas were rejected when they were writing Somewhere in Time. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to do more acoustic stuff, and they're like,
no.
Bro, we're a metal band. and so Harris phoned him up and said, hey, you want to co-write these songs? And they would, like, talk on the phone, and we're like, yeah, that sounds great, let's do it. So Bruce... This really is like a collaborative effort between Steve Harris and Bruce Dickinson.
Nice.
To make sure each song fit the record's concept, the band drew up a basic outline of a story, which Harris states didn't make the actual writing any easier. I probably took longer over the writing I've done on this album than I've ever done before.
Can we say, like, that makes sense, right? Like,
yeah.
If I'm writing a collection of short stories that don't have to connect, I'm gonna get through those.
Right.
If I'm writing a novel and what I said in chapter 3 needs to be reconciled in what I'm saying in chapter 14...
I would agree with you if these songs connected together in any cohesive way.
Oh, okay, well. I thought they were trying to make a story.
They were. And we could talk about how effective they did. Spoiler, I don't think they did a very good job. But hey, that's where we are. That's the history of Seventh Son, really. We could just jump into the lyric, the songs.
Can I just say that it is their 7th album. It's called Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. And there are 7 songs on this album.
There are 8 songs.
I know, I was being facetious. Why are there 8 songs on your album?
I get it. Why not just combine the last 2 songs?
Yeah.
Well, no, maybe not the last 2 songs.
Well, combine something. It's not like you're afraid of long songs.
Right. They could have combined 2 of these songs to make them one long song.
Yeah.
You could have 7 tracks. I get it. So what I did was I had us listen to what I would consider the 4 strongest story songs. You listen to these 4 songs, and you're gonna get the loose outline of what the story of the album is. Right? There's some others. There are actually some more well-known songs that we skipped over. Like we came in with "Can I Play with Madness." The song "Infinite Dreams" and "The Evil That Men Do" are all singles from the album. We're gonna skip over those.
Goodbye.
Those are all great songs.
No single ladies here.
They're all great songs. Go listen to them. But we're going to start with the opening track from the album. It's called Moonchild.
Moonchild.
And it opens with this.
7 deadly sins, 7 ways to win, 7 holy paths to hell, and your trip begins. 7 downward slopes, 7 bloodied hopes, 7 are your burning fires, 7 your desires.
I'm going to pause it right there. Does that not sound like a bard who's about to spin you
That's
a tale?
legitimately, I was just like, I hope somebody uses this in D&D. Like, this just feels like
Throw a coin
cantrip.
to that Witcher.
Go home.
And then it comes in with the metal everyone's looking for.
So he got his acoustic.
A little bit. You can hear the electric guitar kind of, you know, the feedback kind of coming up with the distortion, whatever that is called. But there you go. But interestingly, other than the guitar sound, you hear that other sound going on there. Mm-hmm. That's a keyboard, my friend.
Yeah.
This is the first Iron Maiden album to feature keyboards proper.
Ah.
Somewhere in Time had synthesized guitar. This is the first Iron Maiden album to have actual keyboards. And that's what you hear here. According to Dickinson, the band decided not to hire a keyboard player. So the parts recorded for the album were mainly just, quote, one finger stuff from Adrian Smith, the guitarist, Steve, the engineer, or whoever had a finger free at the time. So I love the way he said it's just one finger stuff. It's like what I do when I play the keyboard. Just beep, beep, beep.
Beep, beep,
Hunt,
beep. What, that cat?
Hunt and peck, yeah.
Keyboard cat.
And let's come in with the singing here. So anything that stick out to you about this song lyrically?
I really enjoyed that it started off like noting 7 sevens. There are 7 deadly sins, ways to win, holy paths to hell. There are 7 downward slopes, bloodied hopes, and burning fires and desires. And then I just obviously it's the first song on the album called 7 Sun for 7 Sun, and that they open with just kind of this soft bardish telling of these things, and it feels like even in the song I was like I feel like the speaker of the song, air quotes, is like supposed to be the devil.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I have the lyrics to prove my point.
Yeah, I have some of them too.
Yeah.
So just saying, like, it's opening up with this kind of like wastrel beckoning song about all these sins. I was just that's a good way to open an album like this.
Yeah, it's about like 7 phenomena, right? But then the devil introduces himself, and that he's kind of like the narrator of the whole album, really. Like the devil, Satan, explains his position in the world, and I don't know, just does a few things. He describes himself as the bornless one, the fallen angel watching you, Babylon, the scarlet whore. And I always thought he said the Skeletor when I first listened.
Skeletor.
Yeah. I didn't even talk about like my experiences with this album.
Oh
like,
yeah,
discovering
what was your first time hearing all this?
Yeah. So talk about Skeletor. I should talk about me discovering this album.
Oh, there's been 2 He-Man references.
Yeah. Here's what's going on. We talked a little bit about this with Somewhere in Time in '86, but I remember like hearing a song by Iron Maiden on the radio, and I thought it was really cool. So I went to school and asked my friend Mike, who introduced me to a lot of the music. I said, "Hey, do you have any Iron Maiden songs?" You know, and Mike was a student of LimeWire.com, and so he gave me a mix CD with a bunch of Iron Maiden songs, and it just so happened to have some songs from Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, right? And I liked them, but when you're first discovering music, you want to like go and find like the deeper tracks, right? Like to me, like downloading a full album was interesting, right? So when I was looking through Iron Maiden's catalog, I was drawn to this album because of the fact that it was a concept album that told a story, right? And so that appealed to me. And I realize now it's because I love progressive rock.
Yeah.
I love progressive metal. And so this is probably Iron Maiden's most progressive album in their catalog. And I was like, that sounds cool to me. And now I know why. It's because that just happens to be my favorite genre of music. Yep. So there you go. Let's get back into Moonchild. And now I'll talk a little bit more as we go through these songs. But yeah, the devil says, be the devil's own, Lucifer's my name.
Yeah.
Pretty much cements it right there.
Yeah. I was a little confused about the story that the song was telling. So the breaking of so it feels like Lucifer would like this to be fulfilled. Like he's extolling the Moonchild to open the seal, the 7th seal, which is supposedly what brings about like the end of times and God's reign and different things like that. And it's just like, why? Maybe he's just tired. He's like, let's call this game already.
I think that was figurative, right? I think it's like, just like open the 7th seal. He's basically saying like, just like let the hard times come. You know, it's like give up, don't just let it happen, right?
Just let it happen.
Yeah, it's like you know this is a bad idea, but you're too weak to fight it. Just let it happen, right?
Okay.
So I mentioned that the album was based on Seventh Son by Orson Scott Card, right? In that book, because it's not necessarily based on the book. It's like inspired by, but not a full adaptation. So in the book, the antagonist is a basically it's not Satan, but it's kind of Satan.
Okay.
He's called the Unbeing or the Undoing.
Okay.
Something like that. And Unbecoming, I can't remember.
The Heartless?
Yeah, so in Iron Maiden, full Iron Maiden fashion, a full metal fashion, they just made him Satan because that's the most metal thing to do, right?
Yeah.
But I think there are some lines in this song that kind of reference things that happen in the book. Because I went and read like a little synopsis of Seventh Son. So there's like, I'm with you. You read the lyrics, you're like, what the heck is he talking about?
Yeah.
He says, don't you dare to save your son. Kill him now and save the young ones. Be the mother of a birth-strangled babe. Right? And then later on he says, the twins, they are exhausted. 7 is the night. Gemini is rising as the red lips kiss the bite or whatever. And I'm like, what is he talking about?
Yeah, I'm just like, what's going on?
So apparently in the book, right, in order for a seventh son to be granted these magical powers, the line has to be unbroken.
Yeah.
Meaning that every son has to be alive when the seventh one is born.
Oh.
So that creates some like dramatic tension in the book when one of the sons is out there dying. I don't know if he's been bitten by something or he got hurt or he's got an illness, right?
That makes one of the lyrics in a different song make more sense.
So one of the sons is like fighting for his life, and his father is trying to like make sure his son doesn't die before the birth of his seventh son.
I just need you to stay alive long enough for me to get the magic baby.
So Satan is basically saying, just let that kid die. Let him die. Let him be, released from the mortal throes, and give up. The seventh son thing is not.
I see. Okay, that's interesting.
Right. An element of the song that I think is interesting is how Satan is portrayed, I guess, characterized, right? Because this is heavy metal. Satan's got to be terrifying, right? And the way Satan describes, like the way he tempts and really like affects people is kind of sinister and unsettling. When he puts it says,
"Oh yeah."
And if you die by your own hand as a suicide, you shall be damned. Right? That's biblical. Mm-hmm. But if you try to save your soul, I will torment you. You shall not grow old. With every second and passing breath, you'll be so alone, your soul will bleed to death. And it's like, man, Satan is not playing.
Yeah, I legit like highlighted that line, and I just put, this is the best threat. Like, not the whole thing, just, you'll be so alone, your soul will bleed to death. Right. Like, if I was on the market and somebody hurt me, that's the line I would use.
It's like, I'm going to torment you for the rest of your life. You won't grow old, so it'll never stop. And you know that if you try to take your life, you're just going to come down to hell anyway.
Just like, okay, this is the game.
That's terrifying. I was like, that's good. That's good metal writing right there. Anything else on Moonchild, or should we move on?
I just looked up the title, or the word Moonchild, because I was like, well, what does it mean? We're referencing it a lot.
Yeah.
And I got a definition. Officially, a Moonchild is someone born under the sign of Cancer from June to July 22nd, but can also be someone who has a strong connection to the moon. Yeah, 7th month.
Yeah, that might be related to it.
So yeah, I just thought that was interesting.
All right, so moving on, the next song we listened to was the title track, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son.
Yes.
And this is the most progressive song on the album. Spoilers, we'll be talking about progressive rock and progressive metal a little bit more moving forward as we talk about my music from each year. I'll have a more conclusive definition of what progressive music is, but in kind of my layman's explanation, I would say it is dynamic. It's a song that is progressive will not start the same way that it ends.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I could
it has peaks and valleys, and it moves, right? I'm not talking about like your AC/DC here, where every song sounds exactly the same. Verse, chorus, bridge, solo, chorus, right? There's no formula with progressive rock music.
Right. I do just want to like give a more broad definition of not progressive rock, but just the title of this track. So the seventh son of a seventh son is a concept from folklore regarding special powers given to or held by such a son. The seventh son must come from an unbroken line with no female siblings born between, and in turn must be born to such a seventh son. Right.
And this song actually portrays the birth of the seventh son, right? So this is kind of the opening movement of this song, right? This is very traditional Iron Maiden. We talked about Iron Maiden kind of having a galloping drive in beats, so you kind of hear like doom, chugga doom, chugga doom, chugga doom.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Right. But then it moves on. Is there anything lyrically you want to talk about with the opening movement?
Yeah. I think that even in the lyric, right, there, there's 3 at the very beginning. How it begins, and also, okay, so there's a line that says, unknowingly blessed, and as his life unfolds, slowly unveiling his power. I was just like, that's a good line to just kind of, like, it does a good job just outlining what a seventh son is, like, in one line in the song, because we just gave, like, a long definition. But it starts off saying, the first 2 lines are, here they stand, brothers of them all the sons divided, they'd fall. And I just thought, just kind of imagery-wise, I thought it was an interesting dynamic. Like, they're all standing together because, okay, this may not be true, but this is what I imagined because of how it's talking about, like, all the brothers are there and they have to stand together or else they'll fall. And they're standing.
They all have to be alive.
They all have to be alive, but they're standing together because if they don't, there's no, like, this is my take on the song, because if they don't, there's no hope. I like the idea of them being, like, standing aside as like life affects their little brother, like the idea of them like growing up. It's a little bit Joseph, but as their younger brother like grows up and just seeing which way he'll turn, whether the path he'll take is to good or evil, you know, because that's what, when you go farther, it talks about like what influences this seventh son.
What can tempt him
to both good and bad, right? Like, because they're waiting to see which way, which path he will take, because that's the way, where the power will lie, because he's the magical, powerful son. And I just like that they're standing back, like, all right, like, I'm not going to have a thought, because, like, if he goes to bad, we're going to bad. We can't defeat him. He has all the power of the seventh son. If he goes to good, even if I wanted to do bad, I'm going to go there, because, like, what are you going to do? Wait for another seventh son to do, you know, kind of. So the
sequel will be called Seventh Son versus a Seventh Son.
And so I just thought that was really interesting. And it's also, I thought, not necessarily part, but it's just like, it also kind of states the importance of those who came before, but also have the reverence of, like, the incoming.
Right. So that's the opening movement, right? And then the song kind of slows down here, and this is a like very classical progressive shift in like time signature, or like kind of like the time and the beat of the song, and just like it just comes down, right? So you can kind of hear it slowing down a little bit. And then we get this very soft, trippy. It's tense. It's still tense. Like that little snare drum thing that's going on.
Yeah.
Not snare, but you know what I mean, like the cymbal. Right? But this is very progressive.
Yeah.
It's very experimental.
Yeah.
Different, right? And this is where I always thought this was like the birth of the son, the seventh son. This is the moment where the son is born. You might disagree, but I think it was up to
no. I think definitely that for me the first line of this portion, because there's like 3 lines in this portion.
You will hear him say it in just a second.
Today is born the seventh one, born of woman the seventh son, and he in turn the seventh son. He has the power to heal. He has the gift of the second sight. He is the chosen one. So it shall be written.
so it shall be done. What do you got?
Yeah, I think that you're right. Like, I think the first two lines are very much the birth. Mm-hmm. And then, or the first line is the birth, and then maybe the first two, because you're given it, and then you get the gift of sight. And
I always imagine it's almost like Rafiki, like, you know, it's like, he is born now, right? Mm-hmm. And then he's like displaying him to a congregation or something like that, because it sounds very church-like, right? Yeah. This sounds very dramatic and church-like. You can hear the organs and the keyboards playing, right? Like in the choir. He's like, you know, presenting him to a congregation and like explaining the importance of this child. It's like, he is born with second sight. He has the power to heal, right?
The power.
It's almost like grandiose. That's what I imagine when I hear this part of the song.
I agree. That's a lot of power to give to a small child.
One thing that I did was I had us watch a performance of this song live by Iron Maiden, because I wanted to show you the theatrics of Iron Maiden, right? All of their shows are theatrical, right? They always bring out their mascot. What's his name?
Eddie the Ed.
Eddie the Head. He's a zombie type character.
Yeah.
They always have a giant Eddie on stage who does something, and they just put on a show, man.
Yeah.
So during this whole section here where the song slows down and it's kind of creepy and dramatic, they've got a giant Eddie that will he spins around, and he's got like a crystal ball in his hand, and it's like very mood setting, the lighting and stuff like that. And there are like organ pipes
and
like
giant candles,
and giant like icebergs like jutting out from the stage. And because they didn't have a proper keyboard player in the band, they actually got the bass tech to dress up like the Phantom of the Opera and play keyboards on stage, like up in the rafters, past all the organ pipes. Yeah, and they called him the Phantom.
It was very much, and we were also talking about how Harris has really stable vocals.
Right? No, that is Bruce Dickinson is the
Dickinson. Singer. I'm real good at names, guys. Like even in the performance, like you can hear it now, but you can hear even as you're listening to it when you heard us play it or when you go and listen to it yourself, that like he's hitting some notes.
Oh yeah.
He's hitting some like, and he like, there's a lot of work going into it, and you see him move on stage and stuff, and it sounds still very, very this similar.
I think we get to the chants here, right here. Let's listen to the song kind of speed back up. We got to get the guitar solo. Got to shout out to Adrian Smith and Dave Murray.
Yeah, Bob Marley.
Two of the greatest metal guitarists of all time.
How long is this song?
Oh, this song is
like 7 or 8 minutes.
This song is 9 minutes 53 seconds. Oh, there is a part of the guitar solo. Let me see if I can find it. That just to me sounds very progressive in the way that they do it. It's like you got the metal guitar playing, kind of like trading off with choir sounds. Let's see if I can find it. Right here. You got like choir noises trading places, you know, with the guitar.
Yeah,
it's very cool.
It is.
Yeah, this is definitely very different from other Iron Maiden songs.
Yeah,
and other metal songs.
Other metal, I was just gonna say.
It's very, very progressive.
Hopefully, people weren't frowning at it because of it.
No, you should commend them for this.
You are commended.
Anything else you want to say about Seventh Son to Seventh Son?
I think I just the lyric that I sort of referenced earlier. It's between the first and second chorus. It's just, then they watch the progress he makes, the good and the evil, which path he takes, both of them trying to manipulate the use of his powers before it's too late. Seventh son of the seventh son. And just the ongoing story of that. Which I just want to say, like, are we trying to connect the seventh son to Moonchild?
I think so.
So, this is in, like, the good and the evil, which path will he take? I don't think we really see the good attempting in this album to persuade him at all.
Not really.
But if we assume that he is the Moonchild, and not the dying brother. Do we think that the dying brother is the Moonchild?
No, I think it's the seventh son. Is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to piece it together.
But yeah, it's a very bleak album because yeah, you're right. Like we don't get any positive influence in the whole for any of the characters really. It's like none of the characters are presented with, hey, when your son is born and he is the seventh son, things are going to be good if he is good. It's like no.
You have a chance.
Other than that he has powers.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's the good. He's the Messiah if he chooses to do so.
Or else he's the Anakin.
Right. All right, moving on here to the song The Clairvoyant, which I think is the best song on the album, to be honest.
Okay.
Also a very progressive song. An element of progressive music that I would say is present is the fact that the song builds on itself, right? Mm-hmm. So you can kind of hear it here. This is the bass and the guitar kind of starting off kind of slow, right? Doing a very simple, steady riff or beat or whatever you want to say. Mm-hmm. Then you got the guitar coming in here with the riff, right?
Right.
And it starts. So once it gets its footing, right, and it finds like the riff to build upon, it just builds upon it.
Yeah.
With new stuff.
Legos.
Sort of. So anyway, that's what I have to say musically about this song. But story-wise, the song. This is not the first song on the album to introduce the fortune teller character. Mm-hmm. That's actually, I think, Infinite Dreams. So it's almost like there are two sides of the story, right? There's the father being tempted by Satan, trying to get the seventh son to be born, or whatever it is that's going on.
Whatever's going in Moonchild.
Yeah. There's on the other side of the album that there's a character that's almost like a fortune teller, and he just ruminates on existential ideas, right, and what it means to have clairvoyance.
Yeah.
And there's a conversation in the song "Can I Play with Madness?" where, like, I think the main character is speaking to the fortune teller, and they're kind of having this discussion or argument about what it means to have the power.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But this song is about the clairvoyant and the death of that character.
No spoilers. I just want to say clairvoyant as a definition. I did a lot of definition looking for this one, folks. A person who claims to have supernatural ability to perceive events in the future or beyond normal sensory contact. This was also noted as one of the gifts of the seventh son.
Yep. So the clairvoyant can see in the future.
Yeah.
And I mean, lyrically, like, do you have anything about the story of this song?
Okay, so I have some stuff, but like it might get a little tangenty.
Uh-huh.
But first, non-tangenty. The second line in the thing is is it me or is it shadows that are dancing on the walls? And A+ line. I don't know. I just really like that line, especially considering, right, like we're talking about a clairvoyant, someone who can see beyond. Mm-hmm. And just kind of the thought, just the thought of just like what that means for somebody who can see the future. Like, is that me moving? Is that me in truth? Or is that a possible future? Yeah. It's just a really good line. Like, it's just I really like it. Good job, Maharis.
If you're thinking of this as a character that's in his dying days, right? This is a fortune teller who is in the throes of death, right? Like, maybe he's even more unsure about what the future is, and it's like all these visions that I see is, am I dying? Are these like a fever dream, or are these still visions of the future that I see?
Yeah, I wonder if you can foresee a second life. Whoa, that's a line. That's literally a line at the bottom. At the end of the song, it says, "I feel reborn again." Actually, my lyric says, "I fell reborn again," and I was like,
feel reborn again.
And that kind of like, that's an interesting take on it as well, right? This clairvoyant, adding like clairvoyancy to past and present lives, past and future lives. That's such an interesting, like, I'm like, oh, yeah. I think there's a book that's something like that, or several books like that. I just haven't read them. I specifically remember a title of a book like The 9 Lives of Chloe Cat, something like that. I don't know. Anyway,
Madame Chloe.
I think they turned it into a TV show too, but whatever. Just the idea that you can like, which lifetime am I seeing? Is it in this one? Is it not in this one? But a line that I really liked in here is Is this a vision or normality I see before my eyes? I wonder why. I wonder how. That it seems the power's getting stronger every day. And it just made me think of it like when, because I feel like when we think about, oh, that's so interesting, having the power to see the future, but like actively thinking, not just like, oh, how is this going to mess up my life? I may say something too early, but just like not being able to, it feels a little bit of what I feel like the media depicts as schizophrenia.
Well, I mean, I just recently watched the Watchmen movie, and
I was there for some of that.
What's that guy's name? Mr. Manhattan. Also,
Manhattan?
Dr. Manhattan also has like visions of the future and of the past. I think he's like almost like omniscient, right?
Right.
But it's the way they present it. It seems like he's constantly like distracted by it, right? So
yeah.
And as like characters remark, like the longer he's alive, the less like interested in the physical world that he is, because he just sees all things, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
To him, it's just like this like passing world that's like around him is just not as important. Mm-hmm. So I could see that.
Yeah, and
interesting ideas in this song.
Yeah,
for sure.
This is probably. I think that I agree. When you were like, "This is one of my favorite songs on the album," I was like, "Is it?" And I was like, "Yeah, it has a lot to say. A lot of like really interesting things to say,
and it's great musically."
Yeah. I will say one line. It says, see the truth and in through your mind, see the truth and see your lies. And I was like, those are two different things. Clairvoyance does not mean that you are a lie detector. Get it straight. I just wanted to say that.
So something interesting about this song, I don't know if you caught it, but the first two verses are sung in the first person from the point of view of the clairvoyant. The last verse is in the third person, depicting basically explaining the death of the character.
Oh, I did not catch that.
Let me see if I can find that third verse. Right here. He
Second
could
person.
see the vision.
Oh.
For all his power, he couldn't see his own demise. So I was looking up like the inspiration for this song. Mm-hmm. So Steve Harris said that the song's lyrics were inspired by the death of psychic Doris Stokes.
Oh.
After which he wondered to himself whether she could foresee her own death. Right. So the conclusion that this song makes is no, he could not, or it still leaves that question unanswered. Right. No, it answers it. Like, he couldn't see his own... He couldn't foresee his own demise, right? So it's like this very bleak depiction of this, like, all-seeing clairvoyant, right? Who is, like, by the days getting even more power, right? Mm-hmm. But in all that power, when he dies, he didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
So, interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's just... Yeah. It's like one of those deep rabbit holes where it's just kind of like, how much do you want to see? Like, you wouldn't want to. Like, because you would just spend your whole life fearing and not...
That's Big Fish by the movie Big Fish.
Never seen it.
Directed by Tim Burton. I'm pretty sure that deals with it, like seeing the day you die and like how much does that affect the rest of your life.
I always get Big Fish mixed up with Secondhand Lions. I have seen Secondhand Lions.
I don't know what that is.
What? We need to have a movie night where we watch these movies.
Okay.
Anyway.
That's all I got for the clairvoyant.
Yeah.
I do remember my friend Steven, this was his favorite Iron Maiden song, and he insisted that I go and find it and listen to it and download it. And I did. And I was never disappointed. Good
job, Steven. You're not a disappointment. Unlike Mike, who keeps trying to woo my husband with mixtapes.
Anyway, so
past.
Yeah, we're gonna close out this section here with the last song on the album, "Only the Good Die Young." Talk about downers of an ending,
right?
So I don't have a whole lot to say other than the last verse. What do you got on lyrics for this song? A return to Satan. I will say that this is Satan. Wrapping up the story for us.
I think I never want to hear a return to Satan. What? No, please.
The demon. What's the opening line?
I'm not going to say the word because triggers.
Oh, okay.
But I actually did highlight the first line because I was like, again, that's very evocative. The demon in your mind will take you tonight will take you in your bed tonight. There's just the thought of, it makes me think of very much if anyone has ever had trouble sleeping because your mind won't stop, and then like intrusive repeating thoughts, and it's just kind of like you're lying there, and it's just like those thoughts.
But imagine if those thoughts were brought on by Satan as a way to torment you.
How about I don't imagine that? How about that? I already had a rough time sleeping for the last 2 nights. But yeah, it's also interesting that the line that follows it is, the wisdom of ages, the lies and outrage is concealed. Time, it waits for no man. Just kind of the thought, like, the thoughts that are in your mind are about everything. Oh, could you imagine just having like, you know, when you wake up and you're like, oh, I had a thought, and you don't catch it? Could you? That would be the worst. That Satan would be the worst, where it's just like, I'm going to whisper all the wisdom you'll ever need, but as you wake up, it'll slip away, and the only thing you'll remember is a snowman donut.
I tell you, that's what I'm saying. Like, Iron Maiden does a good job of like presenting the evils of the devil and the threat of the, you know, Satan. Right? It's like the ways he can tempt you, or like the way they present him, is really terrifying.
Yeah,
it's like a horror story. That's good metal right there.
Oh, so rude.
I guess the question is, like, so Satan's finishing off the story, and he is still tormenting his subject, whether it be the
seventh son or the moonchild.
Yeah, the seventh son,
or the clairvoyant.
Well, the clairvoyant's dead, but seventh son, the seventh son of the seventh son, right? Does that mean that they chose the wrong path, right?
Well, it depends on how you do. If you decide that faith, your thoughts on fate and pre-decided things, because then no, they chose right. They were always going to choose this path. We gotta ask the clairvoyant, but the clairvoyant's dead and being tortured in hell with the devil. We don't know where the clairvoyant went.
In this story, we do.
The clairvoyant was reborn. So, you know, he just skipped didn't collect $200 in either place.
Yeah.
The book of life is silent. No turning back. Only the good die young. Oof. The book of life is silent is such a, like...
Yeah, so the book of life, like the word of God is silent. I prevailed, because
I don't want to live in this world.
No. Even the title of the song, right, in the chorus, like, let me get a little bit of the chorus here. Right here. Only the good die young. So, only the good die young, all the evil tends to live forever. And it's like, yeah, man, it does feel that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, man, it does.
It's just like, these songs, I feel like, just have a whole lot of, like, existential, like, truths or like, anxieties about the world. It's like, man, yeah, it really does feel like all the good die young and all the evil tends to live forever. It's like, it's the same evil every day.
Yeah.
It's rough.
It's rough, buddy.
And then I highlighted the last verse there, because I did too. Go ahead.
I
was like, these are the lyrics that the album and the song end on. Measure your cup, and does it measure up to your lust? Have a good sin. That's it. It's like, those are his parting words. Hey, I think I'll leave you. Have a good sin. Until the next time. And I'm like, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Like, in a terrifying kind of way.
Yeah.
And like you said, the song, the album does end the same way it begins, with, like, the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah, so I really... Because in turn with how we were talking about, right, the idea of faith and predeterminism, it feels very like it's secular. It's a closed circle, right? We start as we begin. We start again. Like even the Devil's Parting Words are like the moon. Until we meet again. have a good sin. Here are the 7 deadly sins. And then we start at the beginning with all of our sins again. And it's just a never ending, repeating cycle of evil.
Yep. I think
that's the album.
That's the main theme of the album. It's like, hey, we can fight through this thing and this, like, have these deep existential thoughts, but the truth is that evil prevails in this world over us.
The 80s were a hard time. Reaganomics
Yeah.
had failed us.
Well, I mean, these were British guys, so
Oh.
Thatcherism failed them.
Well,
But either way, it's like, it's a really strong metal sentiment. Mm-hmm. It's smart.
as in sharp.
Yeah, they had a lot to say.
Yeah.
And it's really good. Really good. As a story, would you say that this album presented its story
No.
cohesively and effectively?
No. Maybe if I had, like, we chose the 4 songs that we were going to talk about, so I didn't go back and read all
The other
lyrics
songs
again.
have very little to do with the story.
Okay, then-
even less to do with these songs.
Then no. I think that we were picking them out. We're like, okay, how does this relate? I think the through line was Satan.
That's really, I think, like, the album, its biggest strength is, like, in its existential ideas, right? And, like, the exploration of themes, life and death.
And just general anxiety.
Right. all that stuff. But the actual piecing together of a narrative, not as strong.
They are not
And
authors.
they did not disagree. Speaking about the record years later, Bruce Dickinson remarked that, quote, "We almost did something great. It was only half a concept album. There was no attempt to see it all the way through, like we really should have done. Seventh Son has no story. It's about good and evil, heaven and hell, but isn't every Iron Maiden record?" And I was like, yeah, he has the same appraisal that I would give. The story is just kind of like hit and miss. It's kind of confusing. It's more about concepts than it is about story.
Yeah.
It's not a rock opera.
Rock.
It's a concept album.
Yeah. Which is, like, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's just not a story.
And that's the thing. It's like, if you go in listening to it, like, know that. But
Was there any other reception?
yeah, I got reception for you. So, Seventh Son of Seventh Son debuted at number 1 in the UK albums chart, their first since 1982, as well as number 12 in the US. It spawned 3 top 10 singles in the UK. Steve Harris was salty about the performance in the US, saying, quote, "I thought it was the best album we did since Peace of Mind," which was before Power Slave in '84. "I loved it because it was more progressive. I thought the keyboards really fitted in brilliantly, because that's the influences I grew up with. And I was so pissed off with the Americans because they didn't really seem to accept it. Everyone said afterwards that it was a European-sounding album. I'm not so sure about that."
I apologize for Americans.
I agree. Yeah, it's like, Harris, I love this album. Give Americans a chance. According to Kerrang! Magazine, contemporary reviews contain, quote, "a definite reaction against Iron Maiden, emphasizing their prog rock pretensions," and that, quote, "one critic slammed Maiden for Seventh Son and accused them of having regressed into a Genesis-style prog rockers from the 70s. And I was
Wow.
like, they didn't go that far. But also, what's wrong with Genesis?
What indeed?
No, I like Genesis.
Yeah. I know one Genesis song.
You like Phil Collins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one Genesis
No, either
song.
way, I'm like, hey, I applaud Iron Maiden for branching out into the
Yeah.
Genesis-style prog rockers of the 70s.
Don't let anybody yuck your yum.
Yeah, exactly. And if you want something harder edged, go grab something else.
Yeah.
The void's getting filled up now in the late 80s. Sputnik Music said that though, quote, "the band has better releases such as Power Slave and Somewhere in Time," wrong. Somewhere in Time is not as good as this one. They argue that lyrically it is one of Maiden's finest efforts.
Nice.
And I agree with that too.
I agree. I had a lot more to say about it than I typically do.
Yeah. And in 2005, this album was ranked number 305 on Rock Hard Magazine's The 500 Greatest Rock and Metal Albums of All Time. So, it's pretty cool. Oh, and it was Loudwire's number 11 on Loudwire's top 25 progressive metal albums of all time too. So, if you want a good introduction into progressive metal, this is it. It's not as, it's not like the meat and potatoes of progressive metal. I feel
It's
like
more the tomato soup and cheese sandwich.
yeah, it's a little easier to listen to and take than like the most progressive of progressive metal. Spoilers, this is going to be our last time talking about Iron Maiden. So I'm going to have to kind of run down some of their legacy since then. The legacy of the beast, if you will.
Wow.
As mentioned earlier, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son was the last of Maiden's classic period, and the last to feature the classic lineup until the year 2000. So the band consciously went through a more stripped down, edgier sound for the next two records, and I think they were kind of following suit with where some of the more some of the more mainstream rock acts were going, right? Your Guns N' Roses and what have you. Guitarist Adrian Smith wasn't happy about that, saying he thought they were heading in the right direction with the last two albums, and that he thought they needed to keep moving forward, and just didn't feel like that was where they were going. So,
Just felt like a role reversal.
Yep, so he jumped out of there. So Adrian Smith was gone, and the 90s weren't too kind for Iron Maiden. Singer Bruce Dickinson left the band in 1993. Can you imagine that?
Can I imagine?
Iron Maiden without that singer?
Oh.
It's different. Like, when you think of Iron Maiden, you think of that, like, operatic voice of Bruce Dickinson. No, he was replaced by competent, but not as impressive, Blaze Bayley.
Please tell me, is that
That's
your...
me. That's
okay.
that's my description. Blaze Bayley, he's not a bad singer, but he's no Bruce Dickinson.
Aww.
And their next two albums were not hits at all. Yeah, those are not well regarded. They have some good songs on there, but like they're not.
They're not. Yeah,
they're just not. But in the year 2000, Bruce Dickinson and Adrian Smith returned to the band, essentially setting off a career renaissance. Their albums since have been consistently well received, and they have been lauded for appealing to a wide array of fans.
Huh.
I remember going to see Iron Maiden in 2010, and you could see kids like at age 5 all the way to like grandpas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Iron Maiden is like a band for everybody.
Oh, that's nice. Are our kids gonna be maidens?
Maybe. Hey, and Iron Maiden actually won their first Emmy. Sorry, they won their first Grammy in 2011.
Oh, go Iron, go Iron, go Iron.
And that's it. That's all we got for music of 1988. But wait, there's more.
Is there more?
We gotta talk about album covers.
Oh yeah, I always forget about that.
Yeah, so we talked about it before. You can listen to a music album, and that's one way to appraise its quality. But another way is the album cover. Mm-hmm. So I've got both covers here, and I'll give you this one, and you can tell me which. So we're going to start with Anita Baker.
Okay.
Giving you the best what I got. Can you describe that album cover for us?
Mistress Anita that is a very big ring on her finger.
I mean, she did just get engaged.
That was good job, my guy. She is leaning on a fountain of some sort. There's no water in it. It's very close up, with 3 pillars behind her, and she is in a shiny blue, I think it might be satin dress with a coat that has all the shoulder pads and flower patterns.
She's got the 80 shoulder pads for days.
She's got a big old diamond ring, some nice earrings. She's just staring off into the distance, not looking at us. Her eyes are squinty. There might be sun.
It's a very classy title.
It's very classy.
Classy album cover. It's just Anita looking thoughtful, contemplative on this album.
Contemplative.
Know? Like you look at this, I can understand you looking at this album and say, yes, that's an album for my mom.
Mama, I love you.
And so moving on to Iron Maiden's album. So Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, you got that one pulled up?
Yes.
Very different.
Very different. I mean, there's blue.
There's blue.
It is a it's an icy ocean with like glaciers. It's an Arctic.
The Arctic Sea. That's the
Are these
the
glaciers
setting.
or the icebergs? Icebergs, because they're not on land. And they're just icebergs popping all out of the background. And in the foreground, we have Eddie.
Yep, so every Iron Maiden album features Eddie the mascot. He's usually presented as a zombie-type character, but he always fits in with the theme of the album. So Somewhere in Time was the album we talked about in 1986. He was like a cyborg, right, in like a futuristic city. In Power Slave, he is like an Egyptian monument.
Right. Yes, like a sphinx.
Can you describe him in this one?
He is just an upper body with musculature, holding his guts in one hand.
That's not guts. That's a uterus.
Oh dear.
He's holding his uterus.
It's a gut. It's a piece of a gut.
Yep, and his spinal cord has been cut off and is kind of like he's floating
in the Arctic Sea.
Yeah, and he just looks.
And there's a moon above him with like lamps.
And his head is on fire. Bruce Dickinson said he wanted his head on fire because the album dealt with prophecy and seeing to the future. This album cover was drawn by longtime Maiden collaborator Derek Riggs. According to the band's manager, the brief given to Riggs was to create, quote, something surreal and bloody weird. So they were just like, hey man, draw something weird. He's like, okay. So they told him that the album was dealing with, like, you know, clairvoyance, seeing to the future, second sight, that kind of thing. So he was just like, Arctic?
Okay.
I don't know. Like, hey, I'm going to draw this weird character that's floating in the sea. He said he might have just seen a documentary about the North Pole or something. I wanted to do something that was a departure from all the cityscapes and things. It was about prophecy and seeing the future, so I just wanted to do something distant and far away.
That has the energy of the Michael Bolton Lonely Island sketch. We're just like, I wrote a really good hook, but also I watched Pirates of the Caribbean. This is the tale.
So that's how sometimes good art happens, you know? It's like, hey, you're watching something and you're inspired. So he just wanted to do something distant and far away. The Arctic Circle seems distant and far away. He's got this very surreal, like, just kind of just disgusting character.
Yeah.
Eddie is like, he's already a decomposing zombie.
Yeah.
But he's cut in half, holding a uterus.
I don't like it.
His face is disfigured.
He's got a goatee. That's what really throws it off for me.
And so, I was reading the Wikipedia article, and they described the stories behind this album cover as contradictory. And I was like, no, this is not contradictory. This makes complete sense. So he talked about the documentary idea, right? Maybe he's like, oh, I might have seen like the North Pole documentary or something. And then he goes on to say, and then they said on the back, could you stick all the other Eddies in the ice? So I did, right? So you look at the back cover of the album. What do you see?
A lot of Eddies in ice. I was wondering because I was like, some of this looks familiar, like the that guy with the chains. I don't know which album that's from.
Yeah, so that's the Eddie from Number of the Beast, where he's like he's like the puppet master.
I don't feel like we listened to that one.
We did not.
Why do you have a shirt?
I might.
Okay, because I was like, he looks familiar.
Yeah, that's an iconic Eddie image from the Number of the Beast album. But yeah, so those are all the different Eddies from previous album covers, right?
Okay, but what's this? What is that goose rocket ship?
That just looks like Mother Earth down there or something. Again, it's surreal.
No, the duck chasing the rocket duck.
It's a goose spaceship.
Got it. Okay, that's what I thought it was.
I've never seen that before in my life.
And it's like chasing after a bonefish.
It's surreal. Either way, it looks like the flat Earth or something.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, so Bruce Dickinson said that he had the idea of painting in a polar landscape when he showed Riggs a Gustave Doré piece depicting traders frozen in the lake of ice from the ninth circle of Dante's Inferno.
Oh.
So my idea, from all of this information, I don't think these contradict each other. I bet Riggs, painted the picture of the North Pole, the Arctic Circle, and then Dickinson is like, oh, that's really cool. That reminds me of Dante Inferno's ninth circle of hell, where traders are frozen in ice. Maybe you should also paint all the Eddies in ice. And so he did. So it sounds like a collaborative process to me. Which album cover is better?
I don't know that I can call it because I don't like Iron Maidens. Is it better, quote unquote? Oh no, man.
I think so. Here's the thing: aesthetically, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son is an ugly album.
Unpleasing.
It's unpleasing to the eye, but I think it's also bold and does a better job of selling what this album is than Anita Baker's.
I mean, yeah.
Anita's is classy. It's nice.
It's very
You can
loungy.
hang that up on the wall.
Yeah, don't.
I think I like Iron Maiden's better. I think just because it's so weird and bold.
I like the back better. I don't like the front. I don't like it at all. I get it. It is bold. I'm not saying it's not. I prefer the boldness of the backside. I don't like the uteral holding.
So, are you gonna go with Anita?
No, I'm gonna go with Iron Maiden,
cool.
but I am going to specifically say
The back
the
cover.
back cover.
Fair enough. And who had the better album overall?
You did.
Yeah, that's my first win. Music, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, for music it is.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. Yeah, Anita Baker's good, but it's just so disposable.
Yeah, honestly,
It's like you
so
listen to it, and
forgettable.
you're fine while it's there, but then as soon as you don't listen to it, as soon as the album's over, you're like all gone.
Yeah.
In one ear, out the other.
It's like strawberry ice cream.
All right.
It's like one of those things where I'm like, there's a flavor, but I forget it as soon as I'm done eating it.
That's the best way to describe it, I guess. All right, what's up? What else we got?
Okay, so, well, our winner is Rod. We will give that to him. We love him. Runners up?
Let's talk runners up.
All right. So, for 1988, your runners up. I love that my phone autocorrects stuff when So we listened to Iron Maiden, right?
Uh-huh.
So your first runner-up was NWA's Straight Outta Compton.
That's weird.
Is it?
I mean, it's just such a departure from Iron Maiden, but no,
Yeah.
Straight Outta Compton's a great album. I love gangster rap. Hey man, I love progressive metal and gangster rap. Come at me.
Not joking. I don't. You're an enigma. I love you just because. And then it was Metallica's And Justice for All.
Also a great metal album.
And
Classic.
Guns N' Roses Lies.
GNR Lies.
GNR Lies.
Yeah, that was their EP follow-up to Appetite for Destruction. It was half cover songs, right? And half acoustic jams. And there's one song people should seek out. It's called I Used to Love Her. It is a song about a man who got so sick of his girlfriend that he murdered her. And
I definitely feel like I listened to that.
Yeah, you've heard it. Buried her
don't.
right in the backyard.
Oh, jeez.
What are your runners up?
Well, actually, I want to know of those, what would have been your first runner-up? NWA, Metallica, or Guns N' Roses?
Probably GNR Lies, followed by Straight Outta Compton, followed by Metallica. Because I have not heard every song. Like, I have not, consistently re-listened to all of the songs on And Justice for All.
Yeah.
It's a good album, but there are some weak songs on there, in my opinion.
Okay. For me, guys, I don't listen to music.
From the 80s.
So my runner-up was Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock. It Takes Two.
It takes two to make a thing go right.
And that's literally the only song I heard off of that album.
All right.
We went through. That's the only song I've heard off that album.
Yep.
And Billy Ocean's Tear Down These Walls. I don't even know what song off of that album.
Get out of my dreams.
That's the one.
Into my car.
Yeah, I didn't. That's the one. And Bobby Brown's Don't Be Cruel. Poison is on that?
No.
What is that one?
I don't know.
My Prerogative?
Maybe.
Maybe. I feel like that's the only Bobby Brown song
Either way,
I know.
it's like the running theme is you've heard one song from all of these albums, and that's it.
And that's it. Anita Baker, if I had not bought this album for my mom, we would have had to flip a coin because the only other albums I heard from that year, I've only heard one song from each, and I was just going to have to roll a D8 and figure it out. Like, ugh. But yeah, so this has been fun.
It has been fun.
Yeah. Did you enjoyed yourself?
I sure did.
You enjoyed winning this one?
I did. And, I have even more respect for Iron Maiden, even going through and talking about the lyrics and everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff in there. A lot of fodder for
I finished my
writing
wine.
something.
I want
You did.
another glass.
Oh, that's nice. I have a slight headache, so I'm gonna take some headache begons.
We got plugs, right?
Oh, we do have plugs, hair plugs.
So, if you like the show, be sure to, subscribe on your podcast machine. We are on iTunes,
Wherever we are.
Yeah, iTunes, Podbean,
Podcast Academy.
yeah, all those podcasting where your great podcasts are sold. Leave us a review if you can. iTunes reviews really help us with visibility. 5-star reviews, very welcome. We appreciate it. And if you want to follow us on Twitter, you can at Media Made Show, where we'll have updates on the goings on.
Yeah, and definitely if you liked anything in here or we said something that was quotable, please don't.
Probably got some polls up there asking people who you think won.
Yeah, that's true. Come and visit with us.
And you can tell us what your album of 1988 would have been. You know?
Gosh.
Was it Rob Bass and Easy Rock?
Also, tell me how long it took you to go through that whole list. I want to know how much time you spent in that list.
Yeah.
and was it straight out of content?
And if you want to hear more from me, I have a wrestling show on YouTube called Keep Kayfabe. It's Kayfabe. We're a wrestling show. We explore the careers and characters of our favorite wrestlers. We're looking at Eddie Guerrero right now. Look out for that if that's your thing. If you like video games, I write for a website called ZeldaDungeon.net. We talk all about The Legend of Zelda and other Nintendo games. So that's the thing. And you can check me out on Twitter personally at Rod the Master.
Yeah. For me, if you want to hear more from me in a completely different setting, I have a YouTube called Taming Tales on YouTube, obviously, because that was in the title of the thing that I said, where I tell stories and I put them to video, and sometimes I put fake art on there. And honestly, whenever I feel like it, because I'm just kind of like, this is a place for me to do things. So if you would like to see me do things, that sounded ominous.
Go there.
Go there. Click on over to Taming Tales. Subscribe if you want to, or don't, or do.
With that, we're going to close out. We'll see you next time. We're going to close out with the ending of Only the Good Die Young.
All right.
Have a good sin.
Be good. Don't die young.
Yeah. And with that, thank you. Goodbye.
Night, kids.
Seven deadly sins, 7 ways to win, 7 holy paths to hell. 7 downward slopes, 7 bloodied hopes, 7 are your burning fires, 7 your desires.